So we're going to touch on a little bit of anti-MLM today, specifically with this one person that you may be familiar with. It really is dipping into cult territory. Who am I talking about? Boss Lee. I'm only familiar with her because she is sort of famous in the anti-MLM space. Jessie Lee Ward is hashtag Boss Lee. So she's the #1 network marketer in the world. She's a multiple 7-figure annual earner, serial entrepreneur, investor, traditional business owner. Okay, I guess this is the traditional business, the online scamming. The online course creation, I suppose. She's a business coach, of course, and a podcaster. Wonderful. In less than 4 years, she has built her current network marketing team to over 1.6 million customers and 21,000 promoters worldwide in 41 different countries. I mean, that's impressive. It's like being a cult leader at the top. It's like, that as horrible and horrendous as that is, it is a pretty impressive feat that not everyone can pull off. So kudos to you for accomplishing a bad thing. All right, here's her Instagram.
Success is caught, not taught. A lot of times, I can teach and I can teach and I can teach and I can teach and I will teach and teach and teach and teach, but get around me. You'll see why I move the way I move. You'll understand the way I talk to people. You'll understand why I take phone calls from certain people. You'll see how it all comes together.
So just be around her aura, be around her presence. That is the best way to success. Everyone knows that, okay? Typical content. The big thing we're talking about today, though, is specifically from her own mouth about a retreat that she took her prized followers on and basically misled them on purpose to break them down and then build them back up. So people were taken aback, obviously. Here's a group shot and here's the caption, which is important. I could have spent the $30,000 and just given a glorified team vacation. Instead, I opted for a mastermind crash course of breaking down I love that, breaking. You want to go on vacation and learn and then be described as breaking your team down. I opted for a mastermind crash course of breaking down every single one of these people through seeing them where they are to help bring them to where I see them in the future. So she is all knowing. She knows where you are now and she can see your future. Okay, got it. I absolutely made them walk. Love that too. I absolutely made them walk 10 miles in direct sunlight without telling them where we would end up sleeping on a beach instead of the 12-bedroom villa. Come on, you guys. Don't accept this treatment. You're being abused. Okay, sorry. I absolutely made them walk 10 miles in direct sunlight without telling them where we would end up sleeping on a beach instead of the 12-bedroom villa, and for how long, to see who places blame on people when they are at fault for not preparing themselves, who points fingers, who gets mad in discomfort, who uses words like, I can't, and who listens to the thoughts in the head instead of talking to themselves. Pain is in your mind. It's an illusion, dummies. If pain is an illusion, then why put them through it? Okay. I absolutely had them jump into the black ocean at midnight to surprise them with a swim with glowing plankton. I mean, that's cool, but being forced, I'm against. I absolutely only fed them 100% clean meals. Okay, define clean meals. That's not even a real thing, but okay. And forced workouts every single day, ending with 3-minute planks. I absolutely poured all of my love, knowledge, support, energy, and intention into them all week. We had fun, but more importantly, I got to watch 15 people I led and love go through a complete metamorphosis. That's called traumatic event. That's called trauma bonding, baby. If you knew them a week ago, reintroduce yourselves. You don't know them at all. Okay. My God, I love my life. And God, thank you endlessly for this calling on my life. The calling of forcing people to eat clean and working out and lying to them about where they're going to be vacationing. And this person says, so dope. Okay, you're an idiot. And then someone says, so how do I get in on the next trip? Okay, seek help immediately. Whoever you are, seek help. If you're not horrified yet, here we go. We got more. Okay, this is a video. All right, here we go. And of course, there's a bunch of products behind her. Definitely not some sort of schemey scam. Whenever you see someone recording a video and there's 10,000 products behind them and they're in their own home, you know it's legit. That's when you know. Here we go.
Hardest thing someone had to go through on the Colombia trip. So I'm not going to use any names or anything, but I warned people. I warned them. I said, look, you have 90 days. No, I do not eat keto. You have 90 days to get in shape, and you need to get in shape. Okay? Because if you're going to go on a trip with me, we are going to move our freaking bodies. Okay? Like, I'm sick of people like excellence is awesome in physical form, period. Okay? Period. I can tell how you feel about yourself because your physical state is a manifestation of what's happening on the inside. Right? And so I'm not a doctor, Kathy. Sorry.
What do you say to people who are born with some sort of medical condition? That's why I always wonder when they're like, how you look on the outside, how you are physically is a direct manifestation of how you feel on the inside. It's okay. So when you're born and you have some sort of physical disability or physical ailment or just something that makes it harder for you to participate in super, super active activity. What manifestation went on gestationally that I guess it's your mom that forced it upon you? So, but if everything is in your control, how can your mom's bad negative thoughts affect you in the womb? Since it's all about your own mindset and no one but you controls your universe. These are the questions I need to have answered. Okay.
So at any rate, I warned them. I said, you should probably be in the gym every single day for the 90 days leading up to it. I would cut your diet into high protein, moderate complex carbohydrates, and drop some fat. And some people did not listen to me. Like, I gave them fair warning. I think they thought that it was just going to be vacation. And so the first day we were chilling in our flipping 12-bedroom villa. We went all around the Columbia City. We did the most. Like, it was freaking beautiful. Day 2, I tricked them even more. I got to make a whole live about this. Tricked them even more, to be totally honest. I rented a boat for the day. So we had this crazy boat day. We were out on the water. We went on some private islands. We went snorkeling, these gorgeous fish. Oh my gosh. We had great food on the...
She's like, I tricked them. I didn't want them to have fun or to be happy. That was a trick. I was just leading up to the misery that I really wanted them to experience. Losers.
Boat, dance parties, like your typical in South America day, like the delicious food, the coconut water with straight from coconuts, like all this stuff, and Sasha and me and Mateo were just laughing the whole time. And by the way, I was training every day. So masterminding. And,
sounds like it.
And so they were, I set them up, I had them set up for success. Don't you worry about it. Okay. Like all kinds of coaching and stuff of that nature. It was really powerful trainings. Some of my best trainings ever, I would say. But anyway, so we went to, and so
this is my best live stream, I would say.
Before I went to bed that night, I said, by the way, I would prioritize sleep tonight. Thank you for your order. I saw it just go through, by the way. Yes, you can still order. A link is in the bio. You can use code 15 off for 15% off. Okay. So I warned them. I said, I would prioritize some sleep tonight because they didn't know. We said, we're going to go, we're going to go on a hike tomorrow, prepare for like 2 hours. And look, I knew it wasn't 2 hours. Okay. Christine, about to buy your first pack. What do you recommend? I'd do a clearance bundle. Please add the Mitoplex. Do the clearance bundle and caffeine or caffeine free. And then please add the Mitoplex.
What are you saying, boss Lee? I'm following the story, but I'm not following the sales stuff. Like, who is watching this? Who is buying? What is that? I have no idea. I'm so out of the loop on dumb MLM companies. What is she purchasing? What are people buying? Who are people? Who's watching this? I don't understand. Is this all fake? Let me know.
What can I say? I mean, I told him, I said, just be prepared. You bring as much water as you think you need for just, bring enough water for a full day. You might get cold. So I bring a cold weather outfit. You might go swimming. It's up to you. I do ship to the Netherlands. Yes.
She's like, I prepared everyone perfectly well. Okay, I told him it was for 2 hours. Okay, so if I was to go on a trip and someone's like, that hike is 2 hours, which is sometimes how people, and including myself, will buy excursions. If it says like moderate, 2 hour hike, okay, that's going to change my mindset. How much sleep I'm going to get the night before, how much water I'm going to pack, what I'm going to eat in the morning, because you're supposed to plan for what you're being told and what your expectations are, not for the worst case scenario every single time. Like, why would that be what you should do as a person who's also supposed to trust this woman who's the leader of their group? So you should not trust what she says because she could be full of shit and lying to you and actually purposely misleading you. So when she's saying, oh yeah, I prepared them well. No, you didn't. You didn't say you're going on a 15-mile hike. That would have changed everyone's mindsets.
I said, look, just prepare yourself. If you're somebody who needs some snacks, take some snacks. If you're somebody who gets hot easily, bring your bug spray if you're prone to bugs. And the smart thing to do would be ask leading questions, So one person was really smart and she went up to Sasha. She said, hey, she's so smart for this. She goes, I'm on my period. How many tampons do I need to bring? I don't even know if she was on her period. How many tampons should I bring if I'm going to change my tampon every 2 hours? And she goes, would 5 be enough? And Sasha was like, no, you might want to double that. So that was very intelligent. This was very, very intelligent stuff for her to ask that.
So she likes it when people are suspicious and are asking leading questions of her because they don't trust her. That's a very odd and unique and innovative leadership style. Please tell me more.
Because then she knew, oh shit, we're spending the night somewhere. So she prepared like crazy. That was Jamie Lynn did that, by the way. So she was the most prepared.
Spears?
Right? So really, really intelligent because she started doing the math. Now, the crazy thing is Kelsey Ray overheard that and still didn't prepare. Okay. So we start and literally we had already talked to, I'll talk about Megan's baby shower in a second. We literally had already spoken to our guides because we put the whole thing together with these guides. And we said, if anybody asks throughout the entire day, how much longer, someone who wants to be able to control everything, we told them, we said, you have to say, we're almost there.
As someone who wants to control everything, as if you aren't, as the leader, controlling all of these people's entire days by manipulating them and lying to them. Okay, so that's the sign of someone who's a weak person who wants to control everything. Meanwhile, that's exactly what you're doing, and you're telling people just be around me to gain success, and you'll figure it out just by being in my presence. Okay, I'm not understanding your leadership style. Once again, I'm getting it because it's all bullshit, as all of these things are bullshit, but she's not even realizing the hypocrisy of what she's already saying.
So even if they ask 20 minutes in, how much longer? We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. The whole thing was I wanted to break people, but not destroy them. Just I wanted to see where their mindset is, because in business, you get really uncomfortable and most people quit. All right. And in business and in leadership, people quit on you. And then people do this blaming thing all the time. Losers blame people. And I wanted to find out where my losers are. I want to find out who my winners are. I want to see who people are with super strong mindsets. I wanted to get really clear on who I am rocking with in this business. Okay?
And by the way, these are her top her top talent or whatever, her top 15 performers, I guess, people who have paid her money to participate in this, retreat mastermind bullshit. So she wants to find out who out of the top 15 out of however thousand many people are in her downline are the losers. That's good. Okay. That's good to know. So you hate everybody basically. Okay. Got it.
We planned to make them walk 5 kilometers in direct sunlight on the side of a Colombian road. And so the van stops after a 40-minute drive into the middle of nowhere. And the van, by the way, I forgot to mention this. The van had just enough seats for 16 people. So people were crammed in there like sardines. And I said, I suggest you don't talk. I suggest you use this time to sleep and stay cool. When they should have listened. They were dumb. Not everyone was dumb, but not everybody was sleeping.
I'm sorry. Are you a psychotic dictator? What is going on? It seems sadistic at this point. I understand testing people and trying to push their buttons to see what their reaction is, I guess. I'm giving you a lot of, benefit of the doubt with that. But don't speak on the ride there. And we're going to cram you in on purpose and make you walk on the side of a road in direct sun. It just seems like you're going a little overboard. No pun intended. My God, what is wrong with you?
And certainly people were talking, which makes them hotter, and they were not resting. Dumb. You need to listen to instructions. When the leader speaks, listen.
Listen to your leader, except when they tell you what the actual trip is supposed to be like and what to bring. Then don't listen. Then you're an idiot if you don't ask 25 follow-up questions and then doubt that they're telling you the truth.
Some of you are like, I'm out. Never mind. Don't want to join her team. Listen. All right.
Everyone should.
So we drop off. And we get out and we're literally in the side of a road in sticker bushes. And immediately there's some people like, and I'm like, put your hiking boots on, man. I don't know what to tell you. Courtney was all excited. She's like, should I put the pants on now? Should I put the pants on later? I'm like, I don't know. If you want to put pants on now, you can. I'm not putting pants on right now. I think it's a little hot right now. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. We're about to be at the hottest part of the day.
What does this have to do with selling MLM products on your phone in the nooks and crannies of your free time? What is it? Is MLM the hardest journey you're ever going to have to traverse? Or is it the easiest thing that you do in your passive time? The conflict is so confusing. Are you the CEO of your own business? Or do you have a CEO who is so amazing and gives you so many great products? Which one is it? You guys both live in these quadrants of the world in your mind, and I don't know how to feel at any given time other than disgusted.
So Courtney was like, yeah, what about, oh, I got some extra this, some extra stickers. Like she's putting all this, because she was bug spraying. She was prepared with that. I'll give her that. I was like, I wouldn't put pants on if I were you, okay? But anyway, she was really excited though. And so we're on the side of the road, and I literally mean the side of a road, okay? So cars are zoom, zoom, zoom right here. I'm like, get in line, get in line. So you got people who are scared of heat. They're scared of exercise. They're scared of they're going to dehydrate. They're scared of motorways. They're scared of all this, okay?
As they should be. Yeah, that's the correct emotion. Do you not have emotions that match the correct atmosphere? Because it seems like you're the one who doesn't understand. Like, those are all very valid given the situation.
And so we're walking on the side of the road, and I'm just like, get it going, you know? Like, I knew how far we were going in the direct sunlight. Not that
it's funny how when you know something, you can prepare adequately. It's so shocking how that might be a good thing to learn as a leader. Prepare your team correctly for what their expectations are, instead of fooling them for no reason. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna let it play.
It mattered, but I was like, here we go. Now now look, I did actually over prepare. All right, I thought I had to have enough water for 18 hours. So I brought 5 liters of water, because if you don't know about me, I'm a freaking camel. So my book bag was really heavy, which I was like, damn it. But I was like, let's go. Like, I'm not going to dehydrate, because you don't want to see me dehydrated. All right. So I'm just going. Sasha.
Oh, would you act with emotion, like you're blaming your team for acting like?
We're chatting. 15 minutes into this freaking walk, walk. 3 people are like, I gotta pee. One of which is Courtney. Now, Courtney's like in such an excited mood that she like runs into the woods. Like I can see. And then she runs out, right? She runs out after 2 people who like moseyed into the woods. Okay. And I'm like, oh, they should not be moseying anywhere, because we have a really, really long way to go. Okay. But they're in the woods. And I don't know, man, they were like, a long time. I'm like, this is bad. This is bad for momentum. I literally know that we have at least 15 hours left of this, but whatever.
15 hours.
And like for me also, one of the little keys, because I do all these crazy hikes and, go to the Middle East and I'll hike through the desert and whatever. Like when you have to pee and you know it's going to be really hot, don't pee. Like let your body like sweat out the water, just FYI, okay? So I'm literally on the side of the road. All these cars are like going by, like whatever. And then it's hot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you're on asphalt. It's the dead heat of the equator. We're in Cartagena, okay? And we're just going. And then first person goes like, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It was 25 minutes into this walk and somebody literally is done. And I look at Sasha. I'm like, are you kidding me? I told them for the last.
And then I pushed her in front of the cars because she doesn't deserve to live with that piss ass attitude. I mean, that's like the extremeness that I'm expecting in this video, given how far we've gone already. It's like, what could possibly be out of the question for this woman? I have no idea.
90 days to go to the gym. Like literally, and so I'm mad.
How many gyms would replicate the hot sun on asphalt next to a road in Colombia? What treadmill setting is that? Because I don't know how that would be a good preparation. Like, okay, I was doing crunches in my air-conditioned garage for 90 days. How is that going to help in this given situation when you don't know what you're supposed to be preparing for?
I'm checking my emotional intelligence because I'm like, are you kidding me? We've done nothing. We've literally walked on a straight road.
I'm checking my emotional intelligence. You should check it again. Babe, check it again. I think you left it at home. I think you left it in your other backpack because I don't think you have it with you, honey buns.
And this person starts blaming. She's like, well, we're on a hill. I'm like, I see hills nowhere. We're in Colombia. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? And then I start getting mad. I'm like, what? And then this person starts to mention, well, I have diabetes. I got to check my blood sugar. And Sasha and I look at each other like, nobody mentioned diabetes. Like, we might actually kill people on this trip. Like, we literally thought that I was like, oh my God. He's like, do you have your blood sugar monitor? I don't know why I'm still walking because we were definitely not walking, which was pissing me off.
I was pissed off by the person with diabetes because we weren't walking. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm assuming they made it out alive, so I'm going to not feel any emotion part of this story. But okay, no one told us about the diabetes. Okay, no one told us about this walk either, but here we are. So let's figure out a way out of this pointless situation.
So she takes out the blood sugar thing. Her blood sugar's at 243. And I'm like, are you serious right now? How is your blood sugar at 243 if you're diabetic, you know? I'm like, I don't even understand this. Sasha, I don't even know what that means, by the way. I don't know anything really about diabetes. Sasha's like, how is this your sugar? Like, what are you eating? She goes, well, I got off the bus and I had a candy bar because I was tired. And Sasha's like, are you fucking kidding me? He's German, by the way. He's like, you're diabetic. Like, why? Why did you have a candy bar? You know? And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, and I'm like, contraband. So then one of our little...
She missed her calling as one of those wilderness camps for children as the warden of that. She would be really good.
Tour guide takes her book bag, right? And I'm like, taking your book bag, this is for the week, right? And I start trying to coach her through it. I'm like, one step in front of the other, all right? And I'm like, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it wasn't even that fast. But I'm like, get it going, girl, get it going.
You're being pushed, you're feeling uncomfortable, and your internal regulation is telling you to stop. They're like, okay, this is a bad situation. It could be dangerous. This person's obviously insane. Like, what's going on? You get out of this. And then because you have all the people who are also in the cult and the leader saying, no, this is exactly why you're here in the first place, to test this out. And this is going to make you a better person. You feel like, oh, this is a test. I need to overcome this. And maybe you do overcome it. And then you feel this like emotional like release, like, oh, I did this really hard thing I didn't, think I could do. It's like, yeah, but you don't need to put yourself in these abusive situations. And I think that's what bonds them all together. Because it's like, well, it's like the sunken cost fallacy where it's like, I've already suffered so much. I might as well stick with this so I can become a millionaire, I guess. And it's just like this never ending cycle of you're never going to get out until you're fed up or die. And people have died from things like this before. Like if you look at James Arthur Ray's hot sweat lodge retreat, 3 people died at that. And it was very similar to push yourself, stay in there. You can do it. Don't give up. Oh, you have a medical condition? It's fine. It's all about your mindset, your willpower. And they died in this sweat lodge. I guess no one died at this, I'm assuming, because she's still posting about it as if it's the most miraculous thing that's ever happened in the world, this dumbass retreat. But if someone did die, then we'd be having a different conversation. And it's just like, you're lucky this time, but next time, this may not be the same story, and this will be played on the documentary. And you can interview me. I was there first. No, I was there 5th. Okay, keep going. She's walking. She's pushing. She's coaching people through this.
And then one of our Colombian tour guides in his flip-flops, mind you, starts in flops, literally in flops. He's running. And I'm like, oh my God, somebody else is down for the count. What is going on? This is, you gotta be kidding me. It's been 45 minutes at this time, 45 minutes. And I know this is a 15-hour situation, guys. 15 hours. We're just getting started.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea. How about that? How about that idea?
Yeah, okay. I was getting a little spicy. All right. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is happening right now? And I look up ahead, I don't have binoculars, but I'm pretending. Okay. So I look up ahead like this and I see someone on the ground, like literally on the ground. I'm like, no way. Like, this is actually impossible. Somebody's on the ground. And they're like, I'm overheating. It's so hot. I can't walk this long.
These are people she admires, or at least she has on some sort of pedestal that they're able to be around her genius. Okay, mind you, this is how she speaks about the people she actually potentially likes. Okay, just so we all know.
Like looking at Sasha, looking at Mateo, looking at Sasha, looking at Mateo. Mateo's like, I can tell the little Colombian man is talking in, well, he's speaking in Spanish to Mateo. Like, why are these gringos falling over? Like, I want to know what's going on. Like, why are these?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he was saying. He's like, I don't want to be here doing this. Let's go back. This lady, but Jessie Lee is loco crazy, okay? No.
These gringos, like, this is 2 gringos in a row, okay? Like, you could tell he was just like, I'm very confused. Like, what are we doing here?
It's like he's going to get sued.
It's going to be too. And you could tell that the tour guides were like, this ain't going to be good. And then so I told Sasha and Taylor, I'm like, what are we going to do?
Go
like,
home.
Do we call, like, is there a 911 for Colombia? Like, this person's.
No, they actually don't have any police or hospitals there. Everyone knows that. They have 5-star resorts, but there's no cops or 911 or anything to call. Why don't you figure that out in advance? How about a backup plan? That's a good leadership tactic, Boss Lee, for you to have, for you to work on.
On the ground says they're we're checking their blood, their their pulse, everything. This person's not diabetic. Thank God. I thought we were gonna have 2 diabetics. I'm like, oh
thank God.
Nobody told us anything, right? So anyway, long story short, we had to call an emergency.
Did you ask leading questions to everyone when they signed up for this retreat? Did you ask them how many insulins they were gonna need for a 15-hour trek? How about you ask them some questions? It's a 2-way street.
Motorcycle, 45 minutes into the walk, okay, on the side of the road. I'm like, there's no way, man. No freaking way. So anyway, the rest of the group keeps going ahead. We push ahead, and we walk the entire direct sunlight. Like, I don't know how hot it was, whatever. I don't really care. It's just heat, okay? It's all on your head. We get to the bird ape.
Go touch a stove and tell yourself that. That's my challenge to Boss Lee. Go touch the top of a stove while it's on and challenge yourself. So it's called the heat is all a mindset challenge, and see how long your mindset allows you to keep your hand on the hot stovetop. That's a good challenge. You could definitely become more famous by doing that.
Scared of birds, I don't really know, but we get to the bird place and there are birds everywhere, like peacocks and flamingos and all kinds of stuff. It was actually really cool. But we're inside this thing. We were supposed to have 2.5 hours. We start realizing we spent an hour on the side of we're at least an hour behind. We're like, this is really bad. Like, this is actually really bad. I know it was not really that hot. It was just sunlight, and we all had hats on, so I don't know, but neither here nor there. So we get to the bird place. Bird place is really cool. And then we have to keep walking. Okay. So we got to keep going. So this is probably 5-6 hours in or something like that at this point. And then so we're walking, we're chatting, we're walking and we're chatting, we're walking and we're chatting with everybody. And then they think we go to a beach. I mean, we did go to a beach. All right. So we went to a beach and they were like, oh, is this where we put the bathing suits on? Is this where we put the bathing suits on? And I'm like, actually, Courtney said that. Are we going swimming? This is Courtney. Are we going swimming? I'm like, Courtney.
She hates everybody. I have not seen one positive thing except for adoration for the German man who was screaming, how dare you have diabetes and eat a candy bar, you dumb bitch. Like, that's the one person she's like, I love him so much. Everyone else she has mimicked and made fun of profusely on this call, which is supposed to be some sort of celebratory thing for them. But the confusing part is that, yeah, everyone that's commenting, love this trip, so great. Like, are you hearing what I'm hearing here? Do you like being bullied and ridiculed online? Like, okay. Seek help also.
No, I wouldn't put your bathing suit on right now. Oh, Courtney's watching, so perfect. So he's like, are we going to go to the beach?
This is Courtney. She's so stupid. This is oh, she's watching. Great. Okay. Great. Let's do more ridicule.
It's still very hot outside because it's probably, I don't know, 5 o'clock or something like that. And I'm like, I wouldn't yet, because the whole point was we were going to make them walk 2 miles, okay, on the beach. We're going 2 miles on the beach. I don't know what the question was, but, oh, okay. So 2 miles on the beach, and then we were taking them rock climbing. All right. So these people are already like very stressed out. We're walking them on the beach. They're starting to
Lord.
like, oh, maybe we're going to go to a private beach. So they're kind of excited again. Ooh, a private beach. And Mateo and I are just laughing at each other. Sasha's just laughing. Rendy's over here. Rendy, I can tell, can't believe she's exercising. We get to this rock wall.
Poor Rendy. Jesus. She is shocked that she is moving her legs because she is a lazy ass bitch. That's what I got from that. Okay, cool.
Some panic in the air. Okay, so what I'm using their pure therapy. Oh, I did take Keto Kick. Okay, so you're seeing Keto Kick right now, live in action. All right, so go ahead, buy your Keto Kick bundle. All right, I'm like, why do I have this much energy? What happened? All right.
Yeah, okay, we're calling it Keto Kick now. Got it. That's what it's called.
All right, so, but at any rate, so then they had to get like on all fours. They had to actually climb up these walls. People are freaking out. Jamie Lynn is even like, I can't do this. I literally don't think I can do this. I can't do this. I don't think I can do this. And then she starts talking to herself positively. She's like, I can do this. I'm strong. I trust my body. And they're throwing themselves on the rocks and they're having like not fun, but they were hiking up the rocks.
No, not fun. They were miserable, but they did it. Okay.
And then because we were so far behind, we're supposed to be a point that was going to be pretty scary for everybody, where we did get to it, but then we couldn't go because the tide was too high. They were going to have to get totally soaking. They were kind of going to get thrown against the rocks at the same time that they hold on to the rocks and kind of like scale the rocks like I've done in Austria before, but not quite so extreme, but enough to scare the piss out of them, okay?
Like I've done in Austria before. Yeah, okay, sure. Sure, Bosley, sure. This is like your friend who's telling a story where they ultimately did everything wrong. They're like, can you believe that I got in trouble for not showing up to my job for 7 days in a row and then I punched my boss in the face and he's mad at me? Can you believe it? Like the storytelling is so ridiculous. And it's like, are you hearing yourself right now? Oh my God. Okay.
And we went,
sorry.
So we were going to go then around and up, and there was going to be a place to watch the sunset. But because the tide was so high, we weren't able to do that in Colombia, but that's okay. So we turned back around. We head back down the rocks. People again are kind of like losing their minds a little bit. Like, oh my gosh, people are super scared. They're jumping over the rocks and stuff like that. You can tell they're a little scared. They're going to fall into the ocean as the waves just kept crashing and crashing and crashing. And then we told them to stop. So then we're like, all right, we're going to go walk on the beach. So then we went another 2 more miles on the beach. So two full miles on the beach. And I could hear them saying like, oh, my calves. Oh, my ankles are weak. Oh, and I'm like, keep it moving. And we're setting the pace. Some people started getting really scared. Some people were like really scared. They were like, oh gosh, we sit down on the beach. The bugs start coming out. So I don't like sitting there, but that's fine. We watched the sunset together. It was super gorgeous in Colombia. And then we get back up again and we start walking again. Now here's where it got really interesting for me. They thought we were done. This is one of the first times that they were like, okay, it's not a 2-hour hike. We're on like hour 8 or 10, but everything's okay. It's not too bad yet, but this is not what we...
And I could not have that. I could not have my team with a shred of relief. I was going off the edge if they were going to take a breath of relaxation. So I threw them into the ocean and none of them could swim. We asked them in advance. None of them could swim. And we made sure to put them where they would drown to death. Now, most people would think this is crazy. As an MLM distributor, we are specialized in our training to be able to call out for help on social media and join Facebook groups. So we knew that they would somehow swim to the surface.
And you could tell that they thought we were done. We're not done. We stop and we tell them, hey, we're going to eat here. So then they start bringing out raw meat and we build a fire.
Okay. I thought you were going to make them eat raw meat. Okay, good. At least there's a fire, I hope. And then the fire went out because our team cannot have fire.
And on a grill, we grill chicken and beef.
Okay.
And grilled pineapple, and there were potatoes, and we ate off of literal leaves.
Fine.
And Rendy's actually had sand on it. So Rendy had some chicken tenders, basically, but that's okay. It fell into the sand. And they were actually excited. By then they were kind of like, yeah, this is cool. Like, I'm adaptable. I'm good. Like, I can do anything. You could tell that they were starting to shift into more powerful versions of themselves at this point.
Because they thought it was over, probably. They're like, okay, we did this crazy lady's adventure. Now we can go back to our resort and sleep. Little did they know, apparently there's more to come.
But then they definitely thought we were done. And then we said, surprise. Now, this is right around 11 p.m. So you tell me in the, she said my chicken was super crunchy. Tell me in the chat, in the comments, what color is the sky generally at 11 p.m. in the evening? Take a gander. Give me like a color. Give me a color pattern that happens around, midnight, 11 p.m. Like, what color are we looking at? That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Sky. Black, dark. Jacqueline, black, 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 black. The sky's pitch black. Pitch black. No one's around us. Seclusion. We're not like on the beach with people, guys. We took them to a completely secluded area, all alone. There is nobody. You can't scream and get safety. We put them in complete seclusion from the world. Okay?
No safety.
No one's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to save you. Good luck. Okay. Which already would panic some of you, right? And so then I say, hey guys, we're gonna get in the boat. And you could see a lot of these people on their faces were like, why are we getting on a boat almost at midnight?
Yeah, good questions.
And I'm like, come on, shorties, let's go on a boat. Okay, because I knew it was going to happen. So then we drive out on a boat for about, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're now in the middle of the ocean.
Oh my God. All these people, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, they need therapy, and the therapist needs to watch this video and at every part say, okay, so what were your thoughts here? And what would you do now differently? And work through the trauma of this situation, of how this person is perceiving the situation and how a healthy person would perceive the situation. Because the fact that these people aren't just horrendously mad, I don't know. They must be very, very, very well manipulated by this point.
And I know some of you have a fear of what? Of, the ocean, of deep water. Thank you for your order, by the way. Appreciate you. Middle of the ocean, pitch black, nothing to see but stars, no lights anywhere. We're not near towns. We're not near people. We're not near villages. We're in the middle of the ocean, pitch freaking black. And the boat stopped. And I go, okay, jump off. And they're like, what? And I said, jump into the ocean. At midnight.
This is the fear of parents when they ask you that question. Like, if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you? This is the friend they're all envisioning.
I said, jump into the ocean. So they have their life vests on. And you could see they're like, some of them were like, nope, absolutely not. Absolutely
good.
Not. It is cold. It is.
That's the strength of a true leader right there. For people to say, absolutely not. I am not following your orders, you internet loser. I'm sorry. I don't care how many 7 figures you have in your businesses, how many pixie stick keto tins you sell. I ain't doing this dumb shit. That's what they all need to say. I wish they did. I'm glad some did.
It is pitch black. I do not jump into black water. I do not jump into deep water. I do not jump into the ocean, period. Hell
good.
No. But I didn't just take them to deep water.
Oh God. I actually put them into shark infested water. Allison Wonderland 66, thank you, says, seriously, this is evidence for the jury to see. Yeah. And maybe it's not this experience that kills somebody or traumatizes somebody to the point of causing permanent damage. But the next time, and I don't think she's going to slow down anytime soon, according to her excitement here. This will be definitely complementary character evidence against her as a sadistic, maniacal cult leader. Honestly, like, it is a commercial cult, as they say. It's like involving a company. I'm assuming these people are involved in their own MLMs or under her in her MLM. I don't know exactly, but it's still dangerous. It still could kill you. It still could get you, seriously injured. I mean, if a propeller in the middle of the night is, on or something, or someone hit a rock or someone got bit by something, I mean, like, she doesn't care if you get eaten alive. She doesn't even care that you're like dying from a diabetic coma on the side of the road. So yeah, like, you're not going to be saved by this woman. I don't know. This will probably get worse, I'm assuming.
So I literally took them to plankton. So if you don't know this, if you've ever seen SpongeBob SquarePants, hi, Kuba Chows. So plankton glow as soon as you touch them. So they jumped off of the boat into plankton, and everywhere they moved, you see green glowing all over the place. It was rookie.
We have that in Florida. It's very, very cool. It's in the summertime. I forget what it's called, but it's like, it's got a certain name, but you can go out into certain watery areas, like a canal or something. It's not usually in the ocean. It's usually a little bit shallower water, but if you have the opportunity to go see it, it is glowing, and it's a very, very cool experience. And sometimes, if you're lucky, in Florida especially, there's manatees and you get to see them glowing, and then there's like dolphins and then they can glow. But it's one of those experiences that if you have the chance to do it, you should do it. Not in the middle of the ocean, not with this psychopath, but you know, on your own time, within your bounds of comfortability and freedom. So I feel bad for these people that they had experienced something so cool in such a traumatic situation, because it is a great experience. Okay, we're nearing the end now.
It was everywhere. It was everywhere. You can't even capture it on camera. You can probably Google it and try and check it out. It'll do it no justice. It glows everywhere. And we were laughing so hard. We're screaming. Everybody got off. Everybody ended up jumping in. Everybody was scream laughing, crying, having so much fun. We're looking up at the stars. It's like crystal clear sky because there's no...
Okay, once again, she could have done all of this by starting at 11 p.m. saying, hey, we're going to go on a boat. We're going to go out to see this like glowing plankton, and avoided all of the other stuff to have this amazing experience. And it still would have been an amazing experience. Why did you have to make them suffer to get there? I think that's sort of the convoluted mentality going on here, that people need to be forced to suffer and be in pain for there to be a reward at the end.
Pollution, and it wasn't a full moon or anything. We were completely joyful. Everyone's like, oh my God. And then Brittany Anderson started talking about under the sea at the Krabby Patty and whatever. We were laughing so hard. We get back in the boats, we head back, and we debrief. So they started talking about how grateful they were for, you know, for the warm water, how grateful they were for, you know, the hard day where their bodies hurt and they thought they were going to give up. So grateful that they kept pushing, and you know, for fresh water to drink, and for all this stuff, right? For the food that we ate. And so they started having a lot of gratitude towards this stuff, and they really thought we were done. As a matter of fact, Courtney was like, I really thought for a minute there that we were going to spend the night here, because we really made it seem, you know, like, oh shoot, I need to get the Instagram one to shut off. It's been an hour. I have to figure that out again. But anyway, we weren't done though. Okay. And after we went through the debrief, which was really awesome, and I actually hammered these people about, like, I didn't mean to be like this. I told them about the disappointment for their physical health, the disappointment for how much they have not been taking care of their bodies, the disappointment for clearly not eating well and taking care of themselves. We
all had a really good time, so I immediately pushed them down so that they would any shred of confidence that they had retained during this experience was ripped from their bodies and from their memories for this trip. Good.
I told them, like, I didn't keep anything from them about that. Thank you for following, by the way. So then as soon as we're done the debrief and I kind of like get on these people and we have a leadership lesson, I'm coaching them a little bit, really powerful stuff. Sasha, funny Sasha, goes, yeah, and now we're going to take you guys to your hotel. We're going to take you where you guys are going to stay tonight. The hotel you'll be staying at is called the Million Stars, AKA I made them sleep, whether they were prepared or not, on the beach in Colombia, in Cartagena. Two of our guides had to stay up all night long because it's apparently actually extremely dangerous. You could be kidnapped or whatever. It didn't happen. No problem. We didn't feel endangered. It was flipping amazing. And I will tell you, you start having gratitude for everything. Kelsey Ray was really pissed off. I could see it on Rock.
I made the staff stay up, our guide, so that they could make sure we didn't get kidnapped. I wasn't afraid. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Yeah, put them in danger too. We were fine. Okay. Hindsight. It's 2020, I guess. Oh my God. This person's evil. I don't really believe in good and evil. But if I did, she's evil.
Was really mad. Rocks from Mexico was super mad. They weren't prepared, right? We told them, you know, have warm weather clothes. They thought we were kidding. So, Kelsey.
How does that prepare you to sleep outside, having warm clothes? And then also you said it was going to be so hot out that you're gonna be walking and hiking for 2 hours during the hot sun. So I'm again confused at whose fault this is. It's yours. The buck stops with you, baby.
Had to sleep just in her bathing suit bottoms, which is not awesome when it's like, 70 degrees outside and on the ocean. I slept like a freaking angel. It was amazing. So
who gives a I'm sorry. I took too far. Stepped too far, maybe not. I'm sure that woman has a yeast infection. Unfortunately, if you're sleeping in wet bottoms in the cold, I hope someone sues her, because even with this, I mean, she just admitted to everything and that she's the mastermind and that she purposely did not tell them. So if someone does develop some sort of issue, either mentally or physically from this trip, I mean, she's screwed, and I hope she does get screwed.
And then the next morning we wake up, we have fresh fruit, we get on the boat, we walk back, no shoes allowed. We walk through the city of Cartagena, no shoes, and we get back to the house, and I had massage therapists waiting for all 16 people. I paid for.
Oh, okay. This is like someone who beats you, okay? And then at the end of it gives you a hug and said, oh, you didn't deserve that, or oh, you made it, you're such a trooper that you survived the beating that I just put you through. And then they let you get a pedicure or something. It's like, it doesn't erase just because you do something nice now does not mean that all of that stuff that you've just done was completely unnecessary and abusive. That is manipulative. And it's like, oh, I'm going to cause you all this pain, all this trauma, and then I'm going to give you a treat, give you a massage to make you feel better about all the pain I just put you through. Yeah, this person has major mental issues. I'm sorry. We all got mental issues. Some are minor, some are moderate. This is a major case. I don't care. I'm saying it because it's true. She needs help.
Full body massages for an hour and 15 minutes for every single person. And literally their whole lives are changed. So for the better. So the pictures, the video, everything, like, it does it no justice. My whole lesson in all of that to them and to you as well, if you're listening to this and watching this, is you guys, if you're wondering why your life keeps sucking, you're not putting yourself in positions to grow. Okay? You're literally not. You're not putting yourself in positions to grow. You have to force yourself to have pain in order to grow. Physical pain is how muscles grow.
She says she slept like a baby. She should have slept in her bathing suit pants if she wanted to grow more then. Why doesn't she have to go through pain? It's so ridiculous because she's the leader. Oh, I don't have to do the pain. I've already had my pain. Okay.
Mental pain is how your mind grows. Emotional pain is how you grow emotionally intelligent. All this stuff.
Not true.
So, yes, am I actually, I'm very successful. Facts are facts. Okay.
Okay. Facts are facts. I'm actually really successful. Whatever you tell yourself, girl. I don't care if you make $20 million. If you ever acted that way, you have failed at life. I don't care. You might have won capitalism. You might have won the manipulation game. You might have won having power over somebody, and good for you. Like, glad that you found what you find is interesting and important in life. I, however, will judge you and think that it is a sad case of what you've become and what you are doing to people, and enjoy having money and probably internally being miserable, because I don't understand how you could treat people this way and be anything but a cold-hearted. Sorry. I wish you the best, babe.